There are many options to help you control Queensland fruit fly in your home garden, and it's often best to use a combination of these tools. Baiting is a good option for larger areas, like a hobby orchard or vineyard. Applying bait regularly not only helps to protect your fruit, it also helps to control fruit fly in your area. Commercial horticulture growers often use bait as part of their integrated pest management program. Bait can also be used in an organised neighbourhood program where there is the area-wide effect of the bait.
If you only have a couple of trees in a small area, the best way to protect your trees is to cover them with an insect net. You can still use bait, but using nets is cheaper and less time-consuming. It's also more reliable because it's a physical barrier stopping fruit fly from attacking the fruit.
Fruit fly bait attracts hungry fruit flies. It is a protein with an insecticide in it, and that kills the fly when it feeds on the protein. There are both synthetic and organic insecticide options available.
You only need a small amount of bait to control fruit fly, but it needs to be applied correctly to be effective.
Always read and follow all the directions on the manufacturer's label. Apply bait when Queensland fruit fly is known to be in the area. It is important that you start baiting well before your first variety is expected to ripen. Some bait needs to be applied at least once a week. Follow the instructions on your product. Missing an application can result in fruit fly infesting your fruit. If you're going away, perhaps ask your neighbour or a friend to help. You may need to reapply bait after the rain, or if you use a sprinkler that can wash away the bait. Continue the bait applications for a few weeks after harvesting your last fruiting variety to kill any fruit fly in the area.
There are lots of different baits available. Some fruit fly bait is ready to go with an insecticide pre-mixed in the bottle of concentrate. Some brands of bait are just the protein component, so they require an insecticide to be added separately. If you use this type of bait, follow all the directions on the labels to add the insecticide. Otherwise, you're just feeding the fruit flies. Talk to your local agricultural supplier or garden centre about the best option for you.
Before applying the bait, always read the label and follow the directions for use. Wear protective equipment as outlined on the label and handle the bait in a well-ventilated area. Check the weather to ensure conditions are good for application and that it's not going to rain soon. Most baits are sold as concentrate. They need to be diluted with water before you apply it to your garden. Mix up fresh bait every time because it won't keep once it's been mixed. Combine everything in a bucket or container first and then transfer to a pump pack or trigger bottle. Mix it well so no lumpy parts block the nozzle. Keep all the equipment you use separate and labelled so that it's not used for any other purpose. Apply the bait in small droplets to the trunks of trees or to leafy areas, and don't get any bait on the fruit. Each droplet becomes a small feed station for the fruit flies. Baiting your perimeter and non-fruiting trees also helps. Read the label instructions on cleaning the spray equipment. Many baits will require you to empty the tank and completely drain the system, rinse the tank and pumps, lines, hoses, filters and nozzles multiple times. Be sure to store the bait safely, read the label, and keep it out of reach of children and pets.
You'll get the best results from bait spraying when fruit fly numbers in your area are low. Fruit fly control with bait is most effective when applied across a wide area, so work with your neighbours to fight fruit fly. To make sure baiting has been effective, keep monitoring for fruit fly and check your fruit throughout the season. You may need to use other control methods.
For information on controlling fruit fly in your garden, visit our website or speak to your local agriculture supplier or garden centre.